Hell yeah.
Delicioso, if you will.
Wow.
I was one of those one that snuck up on me too. So that was just kind of a happy little accident.
So welcome back to Nat19.
The lovely show where we belch when we show up.
Yep.
It's me, your boy.
Dr. Apocalypse.
Oh no.
And we're gonna do some apocalypsing today. Returning to our heroes, we find ourselves
Don't
in
say that with a question.
I don't know anymore, you guys.
We find
I'm a
ourselves
hero.
in the basement of Feathergale Spire. Casper, you have a curved blade pressed tightly up against your throat.
Sword.
Who are you?
Casper Casbuckle! Casper Casbuckle!
I meant more figuratively than literally. I don't really care about your name.
You should probably ask what you really want then, so that way I can give it to you, so you don't hurt me.
What affiliation do you have with the people who live in this place?
Well, we just fought a bunch of them because they tried to hurt us. Are you with them? Are you? I mean, if you were, they had a completely bad premises of the whole thing. It was not a good idea, but it was also we're a good guy. We're the good guys. We're gonna stop a cult. That's a good thing, right?
The dagger relaxes on your throat.
Oh, my beard. Just like kind of like scurries away from him for a second. Like,
Getting a full view, you see a over 3/4 foot tall Arakocra with a mottled brown and like a light, like peach feather coloring. They wear a darker set of leather armor. They have a curved blade in one of their hands. You see just glinting behind them. You just see these small refractions of light from the inside bouncing off of the eyes of several other creatures behind them.
I take it then you don't who are you?
We're scouts. We've been patrolling the area for some time. We've been watching these people.
Well, I think you'll find that we had nothing to do with them. We were just we came by looking for a place to stay. We helped them hunt a manticore, and they were gonna take us over to this temple thing where a cult bad people were at. And now we're just we told them about our friend. They attacked us, and this dude, he just flew off. So we're trying to figure out what's going on there.
He's being tracked.
If they can hear them deliberating with somebody, Regan would probably get against the wall outside and try to be stealthy, try to be sneaky, try to listen and acquire what information they could before getting in there.
All right, have Regan roll me stealth.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna have them roll you stealth, and they're gonna be real
Sneaky
good.
for us, bud.
They got 12.
You can come out.
They come out pointing the staff of the woodlands roughly in their direction. Everything okay, Casper?
I believe so. I don't actually know. Like, looks over toward the figure. Just do you mind telling us your name for starter?
Cool.
This is cool. They're cool. Cool is cool.
You're not with the people that were here before?
No, we've been watching them for about a week now.
How can we trust that?
I suppose you'd have to take our word for it.
If you're tracking them, then are you aware of what they're doing and what they want?
No,
So why are you tracking them?
we're just a scouting party from the Star Mountains. We're a bit out of our usual pathing, but we saw them throw someone off the top of the tower a few days back, and we decided to observe. And as we examine the bottom of the cliffs, there's a great deal of bones and viscera,
I see.
so
So
we
you-
felt it only right.
You've been watching them for a while. I think we might have some things to talk about then. Is it just you?
No, there are several of us.
Can we go upstairs and find our friends? Have a big powwow together.
The three of us will come, yes. The fourth is gone.
Oh, they're the ones going after the coward who ran away.
So
Get a
they're...
head tilt and then a nod from them.
They will...
Let's make our way up then.
Yep. They're going to... With you being safe, Regan's going to head back off and try to rejoin where Ajisai is, which is being led by our boy. By the
Good
new
old
master
Steve
of the
Butler.
tower.
Let's see, Lord Daroon's room should be... No. It's one of these two. He would have taken you up. You were on ground level, so he would have taken you up 2 floors to the 3rd level up. And he would just be looking back and forth at... Both would be closed. There'd be a northern door and a southern... Oh, no, that's true. I think Maxine blew through one of those. So there'd be one of them open.
Is there a sleeping man inside?
There is not.
Oh, well, I guess that narrows down our options.
Yeah. I was just replaying last episode. I'm like, no, they didn't go in there.
So this is where he stays then?
Yes, him and usually another night, depending on the occupancy of the tower.
Do you think they're in there right now? The other night, I mean.
I don't know. Did you kill them?
I don't know. I don't know who stays here. I might have. I have an idea. I don't suppose you have a weak constitution, do you? Like, do you get scared easily? What am I saying? Of course you don't. I am going to draw a card from the deck of illusions, and I am going to slide it under the door into the middle of that room.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Huh.
There's no
I wonder
need.
why this guy doesn't like our group.
Oh, there's no need. Die. What is it? 34?
Die.
No, this is the command I have to put in.
Die, Lord Daroon.
So a hobgoblin would appear in there.
Hey guys. Hey, what are you doing in here, old man? What are you doing in my room?
Noises emanate from the other side of the door. You hear a few grunts and roars as it combatively seems to be engaging at things, but
Hey, yeah! Die!
the old man screams and runs away.
Yeah, that's fair. Hey, don't go too far, though. Okay, and now I'm gonna break open the door and heroically assail the hobgoblin that should be attacking him.
Oh, you want a piece of this, huh?
Oh my god. The crossover we never expected.
Which redhead reigns supreme?
Lord Daroon, watch out! The tower's under attack by villains! And she's going to swing Hikari Kiba in such a way as to go through the hobgoblin and hit the card on the floor and cut it in half.
Oh! No!
Point to the camera. This would never happen in the canon. Disappears.
You do so. As the hobgoblin tragically perishes and then glitters away.
The nondescript goblin that we won't bother confirming or denying the appearance of.
And behind the hobgoblin, you see face down, horizontally across a bed frame, the rather rotund and seemingly unconscious form of Ranulf Daroon.
Are you not? Did you not wake up when the?
They don't seem to be lying in bed so much as slumped over it. They are in their armor.
Wake up! 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 Wake up!
As you walk up and begin haranguing them, you notice a very large lump on the back of their unhelmeted head.
If that was a real hobgoblin, you would be dead!
Bit of drool escapes the side of their mouth. Kyra and Maxine, y'all would have heard some of that. You guys were on the 3rd floor earlier. Where were you guys headed?
We were trying to find the others, so we would have
So, yes.
going down.
Oh.
Let's propose that you arrive just as Regan's using healing hands on Lord Daroon. See if he wakes up.
Mainly.
Ajisai will, as of his awakening, be reaching just unconsciously for another card, which Regan will put her hand over and just gently take Ajisai's hand and shake her head.
Ow.
Lord Daroon,
You.
what happened to you?
We were coming back from the hunt, and, what happened? I came back here. I was going to doff my armor and head down for a late dinner. And everything went black.
Quit dodging the questions, Lord Daroon. Your friends were all part of a cult. What do you know about that?
That's fucking ridiculous.
Oh yeah? You know what's really ridiculous? They tried to kill us while you were asleep.
Yeah.
They still have the girl with them, right?
Yeah, we brought Savro with us.
Yeah.
Ah!
Yep.
You wanna tell him how you did just try, in fact, to attack us? Because that's what you did.
Lord Daroon, Maraska had declared the guests of the tower threats to Waterdeep, and you were indisposed, so you were unable to respond. However, many have fallen in the attempt to
murder
capture us and bring us to your friends, part of this elemental group that we told you about.
That is a
That
cult.
attacked us. Yeah.
a cult.
Yeah, she insists it's not a cult. I'm almost 100% certain it is.
Yeah. We're exercising under the air quotes. Not a cult.
And one of them flew off and got away, but he's being there's a group of birds downstairs, and they came to watch him, and they're here, and they want to talk to you.
Of course, there's birds downstairs. That's where we keep them.
No, like big, like bigger, like a big old
Bird people.
Yeah,
Oh,
Okay.
Aarakocra.
yeah, that one, that a cockney.
Excuse me, miss. It's pronounced Aarakocra.
Oh.
The
Shut up.
cockney.
Are you, so do you know, so you got orders from Waterdeep to, well, you got orders
From
that we were a
Maraska.
threat. From Maraska.
Yeah, specific. Yeah.
Does that, just to make sure I'm following, does that mean Lord Daroon doesn't know about the Not cult?
Lord Daroon is a honored guest and a valued member of the Feathergale Knights. However, he is not as deeply related as many others are.
What does not as
What are
deeply
you talking
related
about?
mean?
I'm as deeply related as you can be.
I don't think you want to be deeply related to this.
Yeah.
The tower has many people both involved with the extended protections of Waterdeep and many who it's more akin to a country club. But no offense, Mr. Daroon.
All right. So
I don't
so-
really think we need to get their help anymore. We did just get
Prefer not
attacked,
to.
and it would be good to rest, but it's also important we get there to help Krusk as soon as possible. We don't know
A few
what's
hours
happening
could
to
mean life or
him.
death for him.
I mean, you don't want to, like, rush and get yourselves hurt as well. It'd be a tragedy to lose multiple people.
Yeah, so I think we should probably get moving tonight.
Well, we should probably talk to the Aarakocra, and like I said, they're
That
tracking
too,
that
yes.
one guy.
Yeah.
That
Tracking-
first.
If he's going off toward that direction, then maybe they know what it's at, like immediately now.
Miss Knight, you don't seem to like it when we call it a not cult. So what should we call it?
We are simply a society dedicated to the defense of Waterdeep.
You have no name?
I mean, here we call ourselves the Feathergale Society, but I don't think there's any other name given to it now.
How'd you say?
What's gonna happen
How'd
to
you
the
say?
You
society?
talked
Lord
about
Kyra?
um,
So I thought we'd made some kind of connection that they were attached to the Wind people.
I think they are.
Do they not know that they're connected to the Wind people?
I don't think so.
So
I think that they think they're doing good when in reality something more nefarious might be happening.
Oh, they don't even know they're in a cult.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Kyra's also not being quiet about her side of the conversation. She's being open as shit about it.
Oh, we shouldn't let them. Would that be bad to let them know that? Would they even believe us?
I mean, I think she's being manipulated, personally.
Do you know then where they took Krusk? Where your associates that you may not even know your associates took Krusk? Stop dodging the questions, Lady Knight. Where
You
did
see them hesitate.
where did they take Krusk?
If you go there, you'll die.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
I've died before. Try me.
Oh, Casper.
I don't know if you know this, and it probably isn't going to mean anything to you, but not only have I died before, I'm pretty sure it's your friends who did it to me. So I'm really going to need to know where they are, fam.
That was a lot to take in at once. If you head eastward, you'll find the place you said your friend went missing at. Southeast of there, you'll find a riverbed. Follow it, and it'll take you where you need to go.
Thanks. By the by, you're part of a cult.
You've been there?
Yeah,
Tell us about it.
it's a wonderful place.
Oh,
You know how culty that sounds, right?
you said that we would die there, but it's wonderful.
It's very well guarded.
Oh,
We know where to go now. Even with the fog,
Yeah.
we just need to find the river, right?
sounds right.
I'm gonna be real. I know Krusk is in danger, but since we know where this place is, I wouldn't mind getting some rest. We're still pretty spent from the hunt. And if these people are who I think they are, if we go in guns blazing and we don't get a chance to rest... I've already been killed by these guys once, and I'd rather not have that happen again.
If we can't contact the one tracking the other guy, and we basically need them to help find, because if Savra's not coming with us, we have a direction, but I feel like we should wait, like Ajisai said.
I still feel relatively fine, but I am worried about Krusk.
I am too. I wanna get moving as soon as possible, but if everyone thinks it's a good idea to wait, then
Well, at the moment, we can't even have you be helping us out with any spells or whatnot, Kyra.
I have one more sending spell that I can use to contact Krusk.
Maybe
sorry,
you
go
could
ahead.
contact him, and then if he's okay and if he responds, then we could maybe then rest. But if he's in immediate danger, then maybe we could head out sooner.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's
if he's like,
not a bad
help, then we'll go.
Inside.
But
Sure. She will use her last 3rd level spell slot.
And hope he doesn't respond too melodramatically.
It's Krusk. I know he will.
I know. I know.
I cast Sending to Krusk. What's your current situation? Are you okay? Where are you? We're thinking of resting, but if you're in danger, we'll come sooner.
Krusk, you hear these words in your brain.
Say them again.
Shit.
He responds, say them again, and it's just, we can't, Krusk.
What was that? I was distracted.
It was, what's your current situation?
He's just high out of his mind. You just get a message back, just being like, "You have a lovely speaking voice. I love talking to you."
It's like, oh, now I'm hearing things.
Anyways.
Oh, God, this place is killing me.
But all without context because you don't hear a voice.
Yeah. I respond with, I don't seem to be in any immediate danger. I don't know where I am. I left a trail of chalk, but they found it. But you get
And
a
it cuts
general
off there.
But it just ended the series of yes.
But you'll get a
But yeah.
yes!
Is he okay?
Kyra?
He wasted 7 words on saying yeah.
That message comes back, and as that jumble of G's, H's, and K's happens at the end, there's this high-pitched whine that builds in intensity that just grows and grows and grows, and you have a flash before you of that similar purple eye you saw before, as you take 23 points of psychic damage.
Upon seeing this happening, Regan is going to, having seen something similar multiple times, going to very quickly grab him by the sides of grab her by the sides of the face and look into her eyes. Is there anything in her eyes?
In Kyra's eyes,
Yeah.
you grab them.
It would grab the side of her face, not her eyes.
Yeah.
Give me your
They
eyes!
grab Kyra and they look into their eyes. There is presently nothing there.
Are you okay? That spell's not supposed
That
to
hurt
hurt.
like shit. I don't know what's going on, but they might have some kind of protection or something.
Did you get anything back?
Yeah, he said he's not currently in any immediate danger, and he doesn't know where he is, but he left a path of chalk that they seem to have found, I guess.
Oh,
Maybe, I don't know. That's all I got.
okay.
It's like holding her head. Like,
Oh.
Is it going away? Is it ongoing? Are you all right? She like
no,
puts her
it's-
palm on your
I'm-
forehead, like taking your temperature.
I'm good. It just, ow, that really fucking hurt.
So yeah, we're sitting down because of you especially are sitting down.
If he's okay, and now with you hurt, we really should rest, I think.
Yeah.
All right.
Magicai steps in through the door. Well, Lord Daroon's dead. Asleep
What?
downstairs.
Oh!
Killed him?
Hmm?
Oh, sorry.
Asleep.
I took a second
Ah,
to
he got
process
you
that.
too.
Tired.
Yep. I'm afraid he's
Yeah.
passed out on the ground because he was struck in the head.
This is just hitting Maxine in waves.
Come to
Like,
expect
you
from
see her put a hand on her chest, relax, then put a hand on her chest. Like, will you fucking stop?
I
I'm going to
suppose
go move
that's
him
his
to a
end.
bed.
His day is over. He'll be sleeping straight on to tomorrow.
God.
I'm so happy.
Yes, I think we would like to try to take our long rest if we could.
Yeah.
Cross.
We just end up. Oh, okay. Yeah.
That's me.
Hours have gone by. Occasionally, there's a knock on the door, as one of many different people in plain robes will approach and ask if you need anything.
Food.
Right away, sir. Is there anything you'd prefer?
Give me the juiciest steak you can find.
I'll do my best. They
All right.
cross one
And some,
hand over
and some
the.
garlic potatoes. Mashed.
They away.
I didn't think that would work. Oh, he's just laying on the bed. It's like, what do I do?
A brief moment of wondering if and when you're going to see your friends again, knowing that at least Kyra is still alive.
At least she's still alive.
And to be fair, Kyra said we, so at least one person is with them.
She didn't seem overly distressed about any like party deaths.
Oh, so
So-
Casper died.
At least Casper died.
I was really hoping for that.
But do you have any plans for the evening, or are you just going to get some rest yourself?
Krusk is going to... He's going to cast... he's going to cast Major Image,
Okay.
making a duplicate of himself. Can I have it appear so that the image pops over on the other side of the door as if, like, he teleported in?
Sure.
Cool.
Is there, is there anything I can do for you, sir?
Ah! He's gonna run away.
And you hear some footsteps.
All right. The illusion's gonna go around the corner.
You would know that there's a hallway that breaks off into multiple to the north. There's also one that goes further east. Which way do you want the illusion to run?
Whichever one is closest, it's gonna go down the hallway, and I'm gonna drop the illusion while they're not looking.
All right. So as they run down, you say, "Oh, Archer, you can't go that way. It's dead." Oh no. She's gonna be mad about this.
And now I'm going to cast invisibility on myself and walk out the door.
Bards.
The opposite door.
Huh? What'd you say?
The same door you had the illusion come out of?
Whichever hallway was the opposite direction of where the illusion went.
All right, you exit it immediately in front of you as you open the door. You have a large, roughly 40-foot wide hallway heading off to the north that ends in a door at a sharp corner that seems to round to the room you were in. And then to your west, there is a long hallway that extends off into a sharp corner, which you cannot see beyond.
I guess I want to go down the west hallway. Would adventurers go left?
All right, you start
You
making your way
ace
down the western hallway. You come to a sharp corner. Peering around it, you see an extension of the same hallway. This one you recognize a bit more. This is one of the first doors you came through. There are two doors, one to your south that you originally entered the bedroom areas with, that you seem to go around and into. The other one, you did not enter, but there's a large amount of sound coming from the inside of that room. 12, you hear mostly drowned out by just this massive cranking sound as though gears are being shifted in a large machine. There's just the sound of groaning wood, and then occasionally you just hear this loud crack.
I will slowly open the door, just try not to draw attention to it.
As you open the door, you see a figure right in front of it stop and look as they are stepping past it, and as it opens inward, they just barely miss you.
I don't say anything. I let them pass. And I will scooch myself into the room.
As you step into the room, you see two massive wheels with spokes jutting out of them. Or along each spoke, you see a shabbily clad group of people, each pushing one of the wheels as they just spiral it in a revolution. They push it all the way around, and then they seem to stop and look around. They are sweaty. You see parts of them are covered in cuts. They are on the brink of exhaustion. You do see, however, two feather-cloaked figures outside of the extra feathers on their clothes and the whips at their side. They seem clad more akin to the people who have been interacting with you.
I think I've seen all that I need to see in this room. I will scooch my way out of this room. Back in the hallway. Was there another way to go?
There's plenty to your east. Or sorry, to your west. You hear the screams and shrieks that were familiar to you earlier. They've arisen once again. And there is a forked hallway, one that juts south, and then looks like from where you see, you can just barely make out that it seems like it turns westernward as well. And a thin hallway that seems to move to the north, where you hear the sounds of moving water.
Oh, moving water, you say? We're gonna head towards that.
You're not immediately spotted, but you do see several more members of the cult walking about. The stone obelisks you pass by seem to be made of solid granite. They stand about 15 feet tall. As you get close, you look up and you see tied to them, lashed with ropes, you see these members bound up on the actual obelisks themselves. They parts of their outfits have been torn and ripped. They seem malnourished. You can see almost hollow rib cages. Their stomachs looking concave, where flesh seems to be almost stretched and pulled across bone.
Are they alive?
They look like they're breathing.
I'm not gonna do anything about them, but I will be sad about it.
You walk the 50, 60 feet it takes to cross past all of them towards this large ziggurat in the center of this area. Immediately to your left and right is a flowing stream that seems to be going off of a large waterfall that you remember plunged down to an abyss seemingly infinitely far below. And beyond this, everything else was obstructed, so you would have no idea what lies behind this.
Can I get behind it?
You can. It looks like outside of the main area there are two doors that lead inwards. You did see a pair of them. There was a double door on the westernmost side near the waterfall before, but it is ringed by a white marble base. And to your right, you can see dimly in the distance a series of pillars that seem to be moving somewhere eastward.
I'm gonna go to the pillars.
You approach. You see a almost like a bridge near this pyramid, extending away from it. You see carved names, what look like dwarvish, given your familiarity with it at this point, in some of the closer pillars.
Bet you wish I wasn't dead now.
There are broken pieces of wood and stone on the ground, and the walkway seems to, once again, head off into darkness towards the east.
Say there's a pair of double doors?
There are a pair of double doors leading into the pyramid to your left.
I'm gonna open them.
Do you press against them? You
very
push.
quietly.
You crack the door open just a little bit and look inside. You can see 6 people immediately. Speaking a language you don't understand, you see 6 people, one dressed much more ornately than the others, with a person sat next to them, and 5 sat in one larger group, all hovering about 3 feet off the floor. They seem to just be chanting over and over and over again. You do see near them, there is a sheer drop, what looks like a pit, that just go straight down, and there are 2 staircases leading up to either side of the door you're at.
I'm gonna slip in and go up the stairs.
Right, you take the southern staircase up. As you reach the top, you climb 20 feet up into a large 20-foot high chamber. There is immediately at the far end of this chamber a throne on top of a marble dais. There are curtains of a light sky blue running the length of the chamber, and there's incense that just starts filling your nose as you get to the top.
Can I peek behind the curtains?
You do so. You find lying on the floor a human man, probably maybe in their mid-20s, 30s. They roll over and look at you, and you just see this glazed look to them.
You mean they look in my direction?
Yeah, you look at them, you see them
Yeah.
looking up, but they roll up and just are, they seem unfocused. And
High out
roll
of
me.
mind.
Yeah, he looks high to you.
Yeah. I look for drugs.
Roll me investigation.
Woo! Only important things around here. Oh, I was right on that 13.
12. You find a few immediately recognizable drugs. You do see that there is Dream Flake about. You with a 12, you would find there is a small bottle of what looks like a blue liquid that you see is open, and as you look past, you see there are other people behind other curtains. Some of them have it uncorked, and it seems like there's this wispy, almost cloud-like formation on the inside that seems to move like a liquid when you shake it, but it looks gaseous.
Would I recognize what this is?
Not immediately, no.
Well, I'm gonna bag the Dream Flake, and I will take this blue whatever.
Sure. All right. Mark on your sheet a blue tincture.
All right. I will leave.
All right.
The guy comes back. It's like, you could have just asked for drugs.
Yes, but this is more fun.
Just hear a few gasps off to the north.
I check the north.
You cross over. You just see someone. They seem to be inhaling the gas that seems to be coming out of the tincture as they roll back and collapse on the ground. They're a young girl, presumably. Their hair pulled back in a ponytail, albeit messedly. They immediately, there's no physical signs of anything happening. They seem to almost just fall unconscious, and you see them just occasionally twitch and move. The breathing slows.
She seems to be by herself. I'm gonna check her pulse.
It is very low.
Is it getting slower and slower too?
It seems like it.
I don't know how to fix that. Sorry, lady. But I am invisible and I don't want to be not invisible. Can I gently pat her on the face?
Yeah, you do so. They don't seem to react to it.
Ah, sorry. I think he's done with this room. He's gonna get out of here.
All right. You make your way back down.
He's gonna try and go to a room he's never been to before as well. So.
All right. Immediately outside the doors you came in through, there's the bridge into some room that lies in the darkness.
Yeah, he'll go there.
As you walk across, you hear the pouring water behind you. You see the marble give way from its pure white that emanates in the dim lights from the area behind you into the gray of the darkness. And then you see it darkens into a blue, almost cracked pattern. As you approach, you just hear this grunting.
I turn towards front.
You see a large blue floating man with a myriad of what looks like stone carving tools working away at some of the rock.
Do I recognize what he is?
He looks like a genie to you.
Oh. Is there anything else around?
Here, there's a large cave-in that seems to have led deeper into the area you're in, farther underground. But a large amount of rock seems to have collapsed and filled it in, or loose stones and everything. There is an exit to your south, and the bridge back the way you came to the east, or sorry, to the west.
All right. I will take the exit to the south.
Okay. You go south. Immediately in front of you is a door. There's also a hallway that seems to curve east and then around back south.
I will check the door to the south.
You make your way around and find yourself in front of a familiar set of doors. As you see, one you haven't explored to your north now. Be your right as you turn back in, and to your south, you would, just based on spatial memory, you are almost certain that is the door that you poofed your illusory self onto, as you see two servants on the other side of the door being like, what are we gonna tell them? What do you mean, what are we gonna tell them? They're gonna kill us!
I want to come out from a hallway, from like where they're kind of within their eyesight, drop invisibility. Hey guys, I'm back from my walk.
Great.
Isn't it?
Yeah, no, that's really good. Your steak and potatoes should be done in a couple minutes.
Oh, wonderful. You know what? You guys are just really good at your jobs. Thank you. I will go back in and wait.
The door is your. What the fuck was that? I don't know.
I'm gonna take your dream flake, wait for my steak and potatoes.
All right. At the tower, the sun rises. Each of you awake. There is a foul smell as the beginnings of rot begin to set in on the visceral battlefield down below.
Oh, I just I would have spent like an hour before they had to rest. They would have like probably thrown them out a window.
All right, yeah. There is much less of an odor.
Okay.
There is still one from the soaked in blood and other things.
Mm.
Technically, there was one other person that we left alive.
Oh yeah, no. Anyway, obviously only people who are dead.
Yeah, I know. I just thought that would be so fucking
somebody
funny.
and have them be like, "Urgh," and have her like, well, you snooze, you fucking lose. Ha!
What do you all do?
We all ready to move?
I guess so.
I think so. I am.
No
We
time
should
better
go
than now.
I am tingling. I am ready to make bad choices.
You make your way down to the basement area, where you find sat in a small circle for Arakakra.
Oh, I don't know you. Points to the fourth guy.
Hi.
Are you the one that was following that guy before?
Hey.
You see where he go? Did you see where he went?
Ah,
Oh,
Yes, I've endowed him with a stupid thing. Yes.
is that a no? Is that a no? You didn't see where he went?
their head tilts. He saw him, yes.
Oh, good. All right.
I'll handle negotiations. So, we want to go track down the people that tricked these people into being bad. People that we will affectionately call the air elemental cult, I suppose, since that's about all we have to go on. My feathered friends, these people are a terror for those that live up in the sky. I'm sure you've had run-ins with them. We've had run-ins with them. The cops are coming to get them right this moment.
I'm not talking to the cops. I know my rights.
Now we're going to negotiate with this one.
Holy shit.
Alright, can I roll persuasion?
Yeah.
Damn it!
Oh, so close.
Not a dialect I'm used to.
We spent the evening discussing amongst ourselves.
So, who are the four of you?
Are you asking our names, or are you asking what we are, or are you asking...
I'm more asking why are you after these guys?
There's been several attacks in the skies near the Star Mountains, and the wind has been wrong. So we were sent out as a scouting party. Once we saw them throw bodies out the side of this tower, we figured it was something of interest.
Oh, about who? Who sent you out, huh?
Our village is small, but it's at the top of the Star Mountains. It's not an easy place for people like you to get.
Kayaks, how are you doing this morning? I try to approach Kayaks.
They stare at you.
I go to get on.
Do it, get on him.
Roll me animal handling.
Oh, shit.
So, As you attempt to walk past them to get on their back, their head just follows you, and they continue to turn to keep looking at you, and you are now walking in circles around a bird.
All right. We're just gonna have to. So one of us is gonna have to stop. It's not gonna be me. He's like walking around him.
Regan's gonna cast Speak Animals.
We just wanted to see this unfold first.
I think we need to get
Do
a
you
little
wish
get out
to
of
die?
I don't mean to interject or anything, but what was your name again?
What is my name again?
What was their name again?
This one keeps calling me Kayaks, and I don't like it.
Oh, in that case, would it be okay if we called you, Mister for now?
I am Mr.
You are Mister. Well, Mister, I know that we spoke about it before and you may have changed your mind since then, but we really need help trying to find our friend, and...
The time of our pact at last has come, then.
Mm-hmm.
Is this the one to ride me?
He would certainly like to. If you would give him a chance, he might grow on you.
Yes, we shall abide by our agreement, and this one can ride me.
That's excellent. Thank you so much.
Other misters, we will be riding them to find our riders.
So now they're all just Mister.
I've done a good thing.
Can I get on kayaks now?
He goes by Mister.
Oh, his name's he has another. You have another. All right, Mister.
They all look to you.
Yes.
Mister.
What?
They all have the
Oh,
same.
now they're all looking
Like they
at
all
me.
got this. Like they're all Keith David is what I'm imagining. Every one of them.
Yes.
That's where my brain just went.
Oh, they all like the name Mister. All right.
So everyone, mount your Misters and let's get out of here.
Oh,
All right.
no.
I was like,
That's not something I ever thought I'd hear you say, but alright.
Alrighty.
Sure.
If they allow us to
Oh.
mount them, Ajisai and Regan would both take the same Mister.
Who walks
I-
up to
I
the
can't
group of you?
differentiate them very much. I'm sorry. It's a problem.
We will guide you to where we last saw the remnants of whoever was here fleeing last night. After that, we're going to make our way back to the Star Mountains. We have to report what we've seen here.
Well, any help as far as you can give it is absolutely fine.
Also, since you guys are all like focused on the sky and stuff, did you guys also see the giant snaky cloud of like lightning and shit? Or am I just crazy at this point? Because I keep asking people and they don't know what the fuck I'm talking about.
I can't say I've seen such a thing, no.
Damn it! All right.
You'll get him next time, Kyra.
Sorry you're seeing things, Kyra.
I'm sorry
I
you're
don't-
crazy,
Hey!
Kyra.
Hey!
You were the one who was making those explosions last night, yes?
Yeah.
Perhaps you are more in tune with some of the elements that we may not be connected to. Maybe that's why
There
you
we
saw
go.
it.
That's
Maybe.
Only
I
a
don't
guess.
fucking
I stab things well. I can stab.
know.
I know much about
Mhm.
this
Or
magic
maybe
business.
they're crazy.
Maxine will clap Kyra on the back a little too hard. I trust you, Kyra.
Thank you, Maxine.
Also, let
I
me ride with
appreciate
you.
Okay, here you go.
I can be as crazy as
Fuck
you
off
want to
a
be.
couple
I was dead once. You trusted
Yeah.
me. I trust crazy you.
There's no law against being crazy.
Yeah.
One of the head people in our village is actually tad unstable.
Well,
times.
Oh, well, I'm sorry to hear that.
That's fine. They do the best
just
for the
don't-
village. That's all we can
So
ask.
great. It's fine. I'm sure they're fine.
shall we go enact my vengeance and save Krusk if there's time?
Yeah!
Yeah!
Yeah,
Onward.
we saw!
Fine. Where we're going. We're following you guys.
As you are led by the Arakakra across the valley, the trip itself is relatively direct, with the morning fog having cleared out after the late night, just darkening the whole place. You see a clear-cut river that moves towards a thin fissure of rock. And as you get close, you see that it's actually quite a spacious, small little like valley, carved out just from years of erosion. that moves and goes deeper and deeper into the mountainside until it drops down.
Whenever we're seeing this kind of fissure in the ground, can I look into the rock around and see if it was made like man-made or not? Since I have the stone cutting thing from being a dwarf.
You looking around, the rock here seems natural formation. It seems like it's just the wearing away of rock over years of water and wind erosion. But as you're looking around at signs of rock, you do see just a trail of every 10 or so feet, a thin line of chalk moving along one of the stone walls.
Oh,
Yeah.
guys, I found some chalk.
Okay.
You did? I
Good.
thought they found it.
There's chalk right here.
Maybe they didn't find
Oh.
all of it. All right. Also, let's try to keep the yelling to a minimum while we proceed, Casper.
There's an
Gotcha!
echo of just
I'm pretty good at being stealthy and scouting things out. If you want me to make my way through a little bit.
I'm not gonna argue if you want to do that.
If we're gonna do that, I'll walk over to Casper and I will put my hand on his shoulder and I will cast invisibility on him. A thing I need you to remember going forward, please. I said it already. I'm gonna say it again. I'm gonna say it as many times as it takes. No yelling.
All right, I won't be yelling. Don't worry. You don't have to tell me more than once, Kyra.
You sound like you're yelling even when you whisper.
I'm not whispering. Do you want me to whisper or not? Okay, all right.
I think from now on we should just
Fucking
whisper.
quiet,
From
Casper.
now on,
I'll be low.
Oh, you have such loud whispers.
Do I have loud whispers too?
Shh, just don't. You know
I'm
what?
sorry.
Go ahead of us, and just you got this.
You know, I probably won't be talking when I'm by myself.
That's good. Let's keep it that way.
Casper.
We're not in yet. We haven't moved yet.
Let's begin.
I can sense it.
Go, Casper.
Gotta start making my way
Casper.
in. All stealthy like. Being real quiet.
We'll give you maybe a minute head start.
As you all start heading off, a couple of the Arakocra just tilt their heads for a little bit, staring at you all go. And then one alights. This is as far as we'll go. We must make our way back as soon as possible so we can let the village know. Hopefully we can send a more combat-readied force for what I think you might be facing. We have a few strong people who should be good enough with us at their side.
All right. Well, thank you for coming this far with us.
I only wish we could have helped more last night.
We're fine.
Turn and they fly away.
And I'm going to give everybody pass without a trace. I'm just going to throw the effect on you.
As you guys start pushing in, you immediately come up to a small cliffside where the water trickles in and down and seems to collapse into a larger river down below. As you push into it, you follow the chalk as best you can, and after a bit on it, you see that some of it seems to have been wiped away, and from that point onwards, it doesn't seem like there's any chalk. You guys move along a mile, 2 miles, maybe 3, and after an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours of travel, you'd be the first to notice it, Casper. You see a few sources of light, and you see much as Krusk saw the night previous. You see a large ziggurat-like pyramid jutting out with a waterfall pouring off into an abyss next to it, as you see a different fortifications built in, and what looks like immediately to you would recognize, even in the dark light, an old dwarven, it looks like a citadel almost. On top of the ziggurat-like pyramid, you see a wyvern, just crouched low. You stare for a second, and you think it might be part of the stone structure, and then you see its wing just flit a little bit.
Nope, not throw the stone, nope.
And as your eyes clear just a little more, you see a small dot on top of it. It looks like something is riding it.
Ooh.
And it's just static currently.
If I can't see any other thing for the entranceway or anything like that, I'll probably just end up waiting for the others to show up.
You observe it for a while. The rest of you make your way up. You see Casper lightly mumbling to themselves.
What are we dealing with?
Why'd you stop?
There's only one way to go to get into this place, unless we want to be climbing the walls with some fightings and things. I don't have that right over there. That you see that statue of a wyvern up there? That's not a statue. That's a wyvern with a bloke like riding on top of it. Basically, we could either storm our way in from this area, right there, the one way we can get in, climb up the walls, which I don't think we have the things for, or we could still be all stealthy-like, or maybe we could be like, oh, hey, where are you guys? We're here. But I don't know if that's gonna work.
So conveniently situated.
Prepared a spell to help me locate Krusk today. We could try starting with that and see if he's anywhere within 1,000 feet of us. That might...
I could turn someone into, like, a gas cloud, and you could sneak in.
If I do my thing and then you do that to me, that might be a good combination.
Yeah.
Yeah, so let's try that.
But you would be a misty cloud. You're not invisible, I don't think.
I mean, if you locate them and you remember their direction, what if you cast invisibility on yourself again, and then I gas cloud you?
I'm going to use my 4th level spell slot and cast Locate Creature.
Oof. Worth though.
All right, locate creature. From where you guys are, you'd be out here. He would be to your northeast, and he is within 1,000 feet of you.
Okay, they are off in that direction, points northeast.
We can make you, now, if we make you invisible, and then I make you into an invisible cloud of gas, then you'd have an hour. We could pull back, and you would have an hour.
Okay, yeah, let's do that. I will turn myself invisible. 2nd level spell slot. Boom.
They put their hand out, put it on your shoulder, wait for the moment that you turn invisible, and as you do, they'll just briefly mutter, "You have to make every second count, so as soon as you're good, you go."
All right, and I will
The more the merrier.
float off into that direction as fast as I can.
An invisible cloud. This is a good plan. This is a fun combo, may I say?
Yeah, I like it.
So it takes you 15 rounds of movement to get to what is now a guardhouse. There's a single door in the front. There are 2 large statues of dwarves at the front. There is a platform you would have vaguely seen in the distance, but you wouldn't have had a great look into what's inside. But there is a way off there, and since you're a floaty cloud, you could go in that way as well.
Okay, I'm gonna try going that way.
So that would be wrapping around this. You go north and then east to get into it. So you'd have to go like straight north and straight east.
Okay, cool.
You do so. You enter a large room. There's a fountain in the center, made of stone. Elsewise, it's this kind of grand plaza. You see a few different people in feathered attire, similar to the ones you've seen your group has been wearing, with these light bluish robes underneath them, playing not particularly pleasant music, but this like just sharp, shrill tones on flutes that seem to be made of bone. There is a door to your south and a door to your southeast that would lead further inward. And then northward, there's a flat wall, and beyond that, you would know the pyramid where that wyvern is and the waterfall would be.
I'll try going in the door that is like to the southern door.
Southern door, just flat south?
Yeah.
All right. You float in. Immediately you see, as you slowly press yourself beneath the cracks of the door and you fill the space, you see 2 Kenku sat there. They seem to be passive at rest, looking around. Occasionally see one of them go and press their beak into what looks like an arrow slit. They come back, sit down.
I will try to squeeze through one of the arrow slits, I suppose.
Right. You squeeze through one very, very easily. You find yourself in a long hallway with a door to the northeast and more arrow slits to the south and southeast.
I'll go to the closest door to me, I guess.
Right. You enter a long hallway. You see a robed figure walking by. As they move northward, they regard several large black obelisks that are stuck up, and you see ropes binding several desiccated figures to them. In this hallway, you see the past the obelisks leads to the pyramid. To your east, you hear the sounds of machinery. You see two doors immediately, one that is on the north side of the hallway and one that is on the southeast side of the hallway. And then you see a door that presumably leads back into the room you'd come from. It would be the second door, given just spatial awareness.
And go towards the closest door to me now.
You enter the nearby door into a residential abode. There is a set of chairs around a table, a small barren dresser with a few sets of robes. You see a few bloodstains on the ground, and you see two people just kind of crammed together on a twin-sized bed. They just seem to be lying there. All right. You enter a long, thin hallway, about 40 feet long.
I will go to the end of the hallway through the door.
You see a few people sat around. There's one chair in the corner, and a few sat on the floor, as they seem to just be eating at this bread. As you wisp through, you see another door that seems to lead outwards on the opposite side. This also looks residential in nature. No sign of Krusk here, though. As you exit, you see two people stood on either side of a door, just nervously looking around. One of them yawns and rubs at one of their eyes. To your east, there's a long tunnel that disappears off into darkness. And there is a hallway to your north, along with another door there.
I will go to the northern hallway, I suppose.
All right, and you're just passing the other two?
Oh, I will check inside of them.
Okay, so as you pass them, you enter and immediately see Krusk.
Oh, okay. Fucking bad with that.
3, 4, 5.
I was so tempted to be
6,
like, I come out and
7,
go, hello.
And she will just go back the exact path she took and try to find the others. Okay, I will then drop invisibility.
A cloud appears in front of you all.
Ah! Attack it!
Hey!
I'm playing.
Oh, you're back.
Fart's back.
Oh, I see.
Float up if you want me to drop you out of being in that form.
She floats up.
They will drop concentration.
I found him. I know
He's
the
not
path
that
we
far
can...
in then. I was more thinking, you said you could still make some of us invisible. I was thinking we go in and take care of those Kenku, like real fast, like a couple of us going to Cha!
Oh,
Then we can rendezvous in the main area, and then we can tackle the rest of it. Just get rid of those two guards, like, real quick. That's what I was
so
saying.
I think Casper's
Yeah.
idea is a good one.
I'm really not good at that stealthing thing.
Yeah, but you're one of the people who can hit the hardest and take them out the quickest.
She's talking to me. Just looks at Ajisai and puts
I
a
mean, you
thumb
both
to
are,
her.
but you have heavy armor on, so
Well,
I do, it's true.
you and Casper... I'll turn you and Casper invisible. You two get in there and try to take him out as quick as you can.
All right.
All
So
right.
run me through this again. So we put pass without a trace on everybody. You cast invisibility to make yourself, Casper, and Maxine invisible.
Well, just those two.
Oh, just those two. We sneak in, and then those two, when we get to the Kenku, those two jump them and try to take them down as fast as possible, aided by everyone else if necessary.
Yes.
That's the plan. And then from there,
Yes.
I mean, let's be real, it's D&D. From there, we lose control if we try to plan.
Yeah.
So let's get as far as there, and then we'll figure this
get
out.
the
Planning
entrance.
beyond one step is just a fallacy.
Yeah.
All right.
These Kenku are about to pass without a trace, if you know what I mean.
Oh, that's a good one.
All right, Casper and Maxine, you guys are heading in first. As you guys approach the door, is there any specific way you're entering?
I will start checking over the door as I'm like just kind of like patting it down and seeing what's going on with it.
You don't find any traps.
It's probably fine. I go to open it.
All right. As you do, there's a bit of a low thud, and then it comes loose. Swings. This one would swing outward. You see a zigzagged hallway. It's dark as it goes in.
Gonna try to open it just enough for like myself and like try to scooch my way in.
All right, you guys get inside. You see just barely the tip of a beak appear down the hall, and you just see it kind of poke out as And then you just hear this blood-curdling scream. It sounds like a human. You hear it from down the hall this way. You just see a little beak stick out. You hear that little and then shrieking begins. And then you hear howling from the other side. You're begging from one near you. Someone's like, please, I just want to go home. Nothing seems to happen as you pass through this hallway other than the continuation of these screams.
I'm gonna check the other door.
Right? Yeah, seems like this one's perfectly safe.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, this one's fine.
You stupid ass.
As you reach for the handle, you twist it, there's a tink, and the door squeaks open.
Squee.
Squeak.
See, it's fine. It's kind of like peeking around corners as he goes by.
As you
Especially
peek
kids
around
that
that
can't
corner,
see.
you see these large 3 obelisks that are dimly lit. You can see, you just can't see well. You see 3 figures, one strapped to each, just taking what looks like shallow breaths as they hang there.
Sucks.
Dressed in the same feather garb you see a lot of the people here wearing commonly.
Fine, all right. He just goes forward. Continuing to go forward.
You do so. You hear the sounds of machinery that Kyra described to you earlier. There is a door to your north that leads presumably to the room. And there's a door to the south side of the hallway you're on.
I can't remember. It's like I'm trying to think about what she would have told Casper, like where to go. And it's like if she didn't say open a door, we're going forward.
At the end of the hallway, the end of your dark vision, you see a door.
Oh, no one said to go in any doors, so I'm not going.
My savior. Where are you going?
We're never having him scout ahead again, is what I'm gathering from this.
No one said to go in a door. This is where she said there were guards, though, right?
No.
Oh,
Well,
there wasn't any guards?
this is where you assume they said there were guards.
Yeah, where the fuck are the guards? That's what I'm here
Hey,
for.
there ain't no guards here.
Now, the rest of you,
Uh-huh.
you wouldn't see them go that way. Kyra, how would you be directing Regan and Ajisai?
I would be taking the path I took.
This is a well-constructed plan
Yep.
with no
No
flaws.
plan is well constructed.
It's fine.
Kyra, at this point, you would notice that neither door is open. Perhaps he
Okay.
closed it behind him.
I will. I suppose she would like whisper to Regan and Ajisai, be like, "Okay, so there were some people in that room right there. There were 2 in there and 1 in a room up ahead of it. I don't know which way they went.
So where should we go?
Do we want to try taking out those people, or do we want to just go the other way? Because I don't know where that
Are
goes."
the people? If you ask me to, I will kill every single person in this building. Who I start with does not matter. Kyra, I want you to tell me to kill every single person in this building.
Okay, but let's try to do it in a way that doesn't alert everyone that we're here all at once.
Okay, well, I guess this is where the party splits. So here's what happens, in my humble opinion. So, not to GM or anything here, but you guys, there's a turn here, which means when we get to the point of making this choice, you guys are a plausible deniability's distance away from knowing that we're following.
So, to continue the plausible deniability aspect, Casper, where exactly were you planning on going next?
Well, it didn't say any doors, so I'm going this way.
Oh my good God, we don't even need anyone to sabotage our plan.
They're dead.
You
They're
wanna-
just dead.
As you round that corner,
Oh, nuts.
the rest of you have moved forward and are, I assume, over here?
Yeah,
Doody-doody-doo,
yeah,
just
Ajisai-
over here.
Ajisai is getting ready to break down that. Well, not break it down, but to get in there real fast.
Position yourselves as you like.
Fuck.
So tantalizingly close.
Trusk,
Yeah, what's up?
as you eat your steak and mashed potatoes.
This is surprisingly good. They've got some good chefs here. You know, for a cult, they're not that bad.
We couldn't even walk down a hallway successfully.
The people leading the charge didn't check on the people in back. That's all I can fucking say.
Maybe tell us to open a door. next time.
Sabotaged by a turn. I am going to try to attempt to stealthily open the door to get a look inside.
As you open the door, you see in the dim light the table that you had heard described a little bit earlier. You see a door on the far side. You figured the bed is probably off into the shadows around one of the corners.
I'm gonna sneak in until I feel like I see a bed. Hand on my sword.
You walk up to that corner, you look around, you see 2 people.
Are they awake?
They do not seem to be.
Okay, so
Are they in the same bed?
here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to look back to Kyra.
Can't kill them, they're in love.
I'm going to look back to Kyra, to slowly draw Hikari Kiba. And I'm going to look at them, and I'm going to put a little finger up to my lips, like, as a quiet motion. Then I'm going to do a chopping motion with my hand. Then I'm going to run my thumb along my neck, then point to them, and then do 2 more chopping motions with my hand, and then a very faint chopping motion to Hikari Kiba. And then chop with both at once in the air, and then nod affirmatively, and then turn back, and I'm going to sneak up towards the unconscious people. Into such a place where I can attack both. And I don't know how much I can do in this one motion, but I'm just going to declare I'm taking an attack action. Assuming that we're acting as if an initiative. I am going to use my bonus action. Oh, actually, I'm going to make a motion back to Regan to just be like, fucking like, I make a little door swing with hand motion, and Regan will just turn back and slowly, like, full arm extend, pull door closed behind us. And
Get in
then...
there.
This game is stupid.
And then...
Dungeons and Dragons,
Shut
not
up!
your game, Aaron.
Shut up! We're doing what we have to do. I am going to make the first attack. I'm going to Great Weapon Master.
Whoa, oh my.
And
Why are you doing this?
I am going to attack with Hikari Kiba.
As Ajisai stands over them like one of the fucking ring rates. Yes.
Just like gets up, like shakes butt a little bit, raises sword as if aiming a golf club towards them over in their bed. Doesn't
when,
feel
like,
the slightest bit upset by this. Ah!
Come on. Do not fucking miss.
It's-
Okay.
This is an auto crit, right?
This is an auto crit.
Ah!
Fucking die.
Oh shit.
That's right! I remember roughly many hit points you have! I am going to strike down and cleave them in twain! How does the other react?
Used to be like, no, as the jostle their eyes slowly begin to open as they turn towards you.
Second attack!
Go for it, you fucking hit.
Yeah!
Wow.
They're not. Yeah, they're sleeping, so I imagine they took their armor off.
I mean, you better. Yes!
Ooh,
Wow.
smooth operators.
There is just I'd like what this is described as is Ajisai just raises their weapon up after this scene of complete silence, raises it like a golf club, and then there's just a shot change to like the other side without being able to see them, and just Regan wincing slightly as you just hear the sound of silent, unenthusiastic just Ajisai will like look up, blood splattered on them, just head cranes towards the other two, hand comes off weapon, thumbs up towards them, heavy breathing. Okay, they're dead.
So,
On to the next one.
Casper,
The best part is we wouldn't even have heard anything.
are you continuing your no door philosophy?
I'm gonna start hitting you.
This
if you keep
will
fucking
help me.
here.
She would have
expedite
told
where
you-
you will end up.
Like, she would have told you he's not just chilling in a hallway, he has his own room. Like, she
Well,
would
that's
have
what-
mentioned
I
that
know
much.
that, but like we were looking for guards and there weren't any guards.
They're gone.
Yeah, we're never skiing
them again. It's now going to become the Maxine and Casper rescue arc.
Oh no! You get to there as you see two people stood outside of a door, standing there like, so what do you think we're gonna have for dinner tonight?
There they are.
Aaron, can I come out and then offer the two guards some food?
You absolutely can. You round the corner, Casper. The door opens as Krusk bends their head out.
Hey guys, I might have overheard you wondering what you might have for dinner. You want to have some steak and potatoes?
We couldn't possibly.
Is he right here?
I insist.
I am.
They make eye contact with each other for a few seconds. Yeah.
You've both treated me so kindly, and I feel like I should repay the favor.
Oh my god. Bensley fucking did it.
They seem to go to follow you.
All right, cool.
I would like to follow them.
Yeah, let's follow them.
I want to try to follow them inside. Hell yeah!
Nice, Max. You're
I don't even try. I let it.
And then you feel the absence as you can't see him either. And Casper is gone, and you see the doors close.
Can it just closes in my face like I go to follow him? Well,
I will wait at the corner here, wait for them to sit down. Once they sit down, I'm gonna just slowly open the door for Maxine.
You turn, you go to
Sneak
open the
in.
door, and across the room would be lit a bit, so it's not like the light bleeding or anything happens. You just hear as you lightly bonk against Maxine before they slowly climb in, and the door closes.
Time to position myself around where this man's gonna be standing.
Yo, right? Okay.
Thanks so much for this, Mr. Crust. This is an honor.
Oh, no problem whatsoever. I just wanted to repay what you have done for keeping me safe.
We're gonna second verse, same as the first. They're gonna open this door.
Oh,
Alright, you do.
I smell blood.
How are you opening this door?
Stealthily. Does it open inwards or outwards?
To be fair, it doesn't much matter. I think on this one, as you do, there are 3 people in the corner. One is facing in the direction of the door, and you just see them reaching up with like a small handful of bread into their mouth as they just look at you.
Okay. Answer me this question. I'm sorry to interrupt you. Would you permit me to just like slowly close it back and then just toss a card from the deck under the door?
Yes.
Wow.
As you do, they drop the bread, and there's just a pause as there's
All right.
what appears.
A troll!
Oh,
To
my
your
God.
south, Krusk, Casper, Maxine, and your lovely assistants just here.
What was that?
I would like you to roll initiative, but I think we're gonna cap it.
Listen, Aaron, they're screaming all over this place. I don't think I react that way.
You can bring it on to it at this point.
Goodbye, YouTube side. We'll see you next time.
Legos!